Oh my god, you're kidding! No,
Senos moscovitas, pues son de dinamita. Belleza furiosa, loca, me exprimes. Me hablas, te entiendo toditito. Y es que cuando me excito.
Okay, so actually this night was, I feel like personally one of my best nights because it was just really random. Like we met up at the Raw Cafe, had that amazing food. It was so good. I think I have a picture or something. I'll have to show a picture or something. I don't know how to do it, but the company was really good. Like he was a really cool guy. He was from the Netherlands. He was just really cool. Like we just went on an adventure. We just looked around the beachfront. Like we took pictures on the cliff. Like it was a lot of fun. So we went to like this little rock area that went out into the ocean, and like the waves were like splashing on the rocks. I got soaked like done by the end. Like it was so much fun. Like small stuff, nothing crazy. Like I'm the type of person that doesn't take a whole lot to amuse me, but I just like to do things as they come. And one thing I could appreciate about him is he very much like loved nature, and I like seeing nature, not really being in it. Like I'm not the camping type. I'm too bougie for that. But if you could sit me somewhere with a nice view of like the ocean and trees and rocks and cliffs and just a nice scenery in general, I'm happy. So I can't wait to go to Machu Picchu.
Just FYI, currently in Peru, you need to be double masked everywhere you go. They will ask you at the grocery stores, and like most foreign markets, you need to pay for bags if you use them.
Yeah, so the whole plan, honestly, though, was not to eat out every day, all the time. So, we decided to go to the grocery store. Vivanda is one that's like all over. Wong is another one that's all over. And Wong is the one that we chose to go to because they just have so much. They have all types of stuff. They got bakery stuff, like just like stuff with just regular supermarket. And then they have like honestly in a section for like clothes. Wong is almost like a Walmart. Like if you put a Target spin on Walmart, can we call it Target? Wine, I think, is very, either wine or maybe alcohol in and of itself is very big here, I think, in this country, because they had like a full wine cellar section at Wong. And I know they have a wine cellar section at Vivanda as well. Yeah, they out here drinking wine, okay? Which is good because I like to drink wine. So it's the only drink wine on this trip. I failed a few times. But the cocktails are so fun. Like sometimes they just make them look so pretty and so fun. I want to get them. How I imagine myself is like I have these glasses of wine and I'm just so classy. You know, I feel classy sipping wine. I'm not that classy, but I feel like I can appear classy, and if I sip wine, it'll add to that. I want to do that. I want to be that person. So, wine only from here on out. Today is the 14th of September, and I'm drinking wine only from here on out.
What's the pressure?
Ooh.
What's the pressure?
Did you like? Girl, and look at me, I'm just like, good, it was good. It was delicioso. Alright, so as y'all can see, I failed my little wine-only escapade pretty early, but Infusionista was definitely the place to fail at because they had a really cool laboratory, chemistry, scientific, pharmaceutical mixed feel to their bar. And it was really cool because it made the whole drinking experience very interactive, very excitable. So, and I like stuff like that.
And I liked our server, Irving. He was really helpful, really nice. You could tell he was really good at connecting with people, and he's been doing this for a while because he's just really good at it. So if you're watching this, Irving, what's up? And I did want to say they do have food here. The food here is good. Honestly, the food everywhere in Peru is good, and they always are very big on presentation in Peru. I have not eaten a meal in Peru that's just like smacked on a plate. Like they make it look good, they make it taste good. They're very serious about food. And of course, Infusionista was no exception. The mac and cheese was really good. It wasn't like baked mac and cheese, nothing like that, but it was bussin', and the cheese was really, really good. I love me some cheese. So, yeah, I really enjoyed myself here.
We can see over there the little park in homage to the best singer of Peru, Chavita Granda. Is a rich of size, no? One of the most romantic spots we have in the city.
Bridge of Sighs is really interesting because it's basically a 100-foot bridge, and legend has it that if you make a wish and hold your breath the whole way until you get to the end, your wish will come true. I didn't do it because I'm already very, very blessed, and I figure I leave the wishes for the less fortunate. You're welcome.
One day, Chabuca visited her father in the farmhouse, and then she met Jose Antonio. Jose Antonio said, "Chabuca, I love your songs. I'm your biggest fan. But look at my horse. Why don't you write a song about it?" Chabuca said, "Give me 1 month and I will do it." While she was writing the lyrics, for this dancing horse, Jose Antonio passed away. So she felt very sad and she changed the lyrics. Instead for the horse, for the rider. And this song is called Jose Antonio, This song that I played for you.
Por una vereda viene cabalgando José Antonio, se viene desde el barranco a ver la flor de Amancaes. En un bere criollo va a lo largo del camino, con hippie, japa, pañuelo y poncho blanco de lino. Mientras corre la mañana, su recuerdo juguetea, y con alegre retozo el caballo pajarea. Fina garúa de junio le besa las 2 mejillas, y 4 cascos cantando van camino de Amancaes.
Guano is the excrements of the seabirds that back in time was considered the most expensive fertilizer. Chile wanted to take this guano for a very small price. Obviously, we didn't allow it. And Chile said, let's resolve it with war. Unfortunately, Peru lost this war. The Chilean troops, they got inside of this church looking for some treasures, some golden stuffs. They couldn't find so much. That's why they got mad and they set on fire the church.
And apparently they still haven't renovated the inside of the church, so when they shoot movies and shows in here, they use the inside of a different church because it's still not fixed. Overall, Bronco is such a beautiful city. It's said to be the most romantic / artistic of the 43 districts in Lima, Peru. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see all of much of it, but I did get to see some of the art and colorful buildings. So definitely a must-see if you go to Peru.
They wasn't out here, right? He walked like my father. He walked like my father.
You look like my dad.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning, like bright and early. I don't even think the birds is up yet. And we waiting for this bus so we can go to Huacachina or whatever.
I just want to start this by saying we did not love this tour. It was done through Peru Hop, and it was roughly, I think, $118, and I could have kept that money, honestly. We really just wanted to ride on the sand dunes in Huacachina, but we didn't have a car, and they drive crazy in Peru, so we wanted to rent a car. So we basically paid for this trip so we could get there and back from Huacachina.
Por la compañía que saca el guano, va a sacar el guano y de esta manera va a proteger las islas. There is a wall stone on the top, on the cliff, the island. You will see the wall stone. It was built by the Peruvian.
I did not get a lot of video leading up to this place because, well, one, I never wanted to come here. The only reason why we came was because it was included in the tour to Huacachina. The whole purpose was to go to Huacachina, but this place was horrible.
I feel sick.
And I say it was horrible because, number one, we never even wanted to be here. Number two, it was just very dirty and dingy with no character. Like, it had no essence. It just felt very dead there. And the whole experience just made me mad sick. Like, so sick even that I threw up on the side of the boat. And I know I'm not crazy. These seals started snapping at me for contaminating the water after I threw up. They was not making no sounds before I threw up. And the tour did not include any food or drinks. So we had to pay for this food, which ended up having a hair in it. And it made me sick when I got back. Now, Huacachina, I actually enjoyed. Like Paracas, is not a very wealthy city. It's very much probably supported by tourism, but it had a lot of character. It was extremely lively, and you could enjoy just walking around and seeing it, even though it's really, really small. So you'd probably see everything pretty fast. I did want to note that Huacachina is kind of like some of the other places I've been where their animals kind of just roam free. Like their dogs, there's a lot of like, I guess, stray dogs. They just roam the streets, and it's fine. They won't attack you. They'll just walk right past you. Like, they just living their life.
I know.
This activity right here was the highlight of the whole trip. Our driver was wild. He was going up and down those sand dunes like we was on a roller coaster, and it was flinging us all over the place. And I loved it. Definitely 10 out of 10. We'll do it again. So the package we had included sand surfing on your stomach. You can opt to do it on your feet, but you have to rent that equipment, and they also won't rent it to you unless you have some type of snowboarding, skiing background, because you could get hurt or just not enjoy yourself. Because even this guy right here who had experience, when he slid down, like it kept stopping, he didn't get to fully enjoy himself. Personally, I thoroughly enjoyed being on my stomach. All I had to do was put my legs back, and I was taking off, wind blowing in my face. And I would get some type of eyeglasses, sunglasses, something, very much something, because you will get sand in your eyes.
Yes, I do.
You know, they never really fully explained why I had to put wax at the bottom of my sandboard, but I figured everybody else was doing it, and the person who had experience in it was doing it and telling me to do it, so it needed to be done for me to live. I just thought I looked really cool putting it on there. I felt like such a sporty girl. This last hill was steep, okay? And I do want to give notes. I wish there was a way I could leave like notes or something, like recommendations. I recommend they get rid of that trash at the bottom, because one girl was going down so fast. She slooped, went over the trash, came back hard on her stomach, and was in pain for the rest of the ride, okay? So do with that information what you will. It was a lot of fun. Yes, you do have to walk up that hill in order to come down. So you ain't got no leg strength. If you got some bodily problems, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Well, that's it for Peru Part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment some things that you want to learn, see, know, so I can work on making these videos a little bit better for you all. Like I said, Huacachina was the highlight of the trip. This is when I felt like I was really getting my money's worth. And apparently Huacachina is a very big party town, but of course because of COVID, a lot of their stuff is closed. But you can still go to this place called Huacachina at night, and they give you discounted drinks, and it seems like a lot of fun. I had to go home because I am old and I was ready to rest. I had a long day. But for you young folk, enjoy.